Do the whole thing where you like open it up and stuff like that. Hey guys, it's Rebecca with Mercedes-Benz of Collierville. Thank you again for tuning in for another video. In today's video, we are going to be covering the 2021 GLA250. Guys, I cannot wait for you to see these upgrades. Come on. In getting you completely adjusted to your GLA, the first thing you're going to need to know is this chrome on the top of all four of your door handles means that you have keyless go, which means every time you put your hand over the top, it's going to automatically lock all four doors, and your power folding mirrors are going to fold in. That's new to the GLA. And as soon as you put your hand behind this door handle, it's going to automatically unlock all four doors, so you don't ever have to be fumbling around looking for your keys to unlock your car and stick in the ignition. All you have to do is push your push button start and you're ready to go. This is how we're going to adjust that backrest forwards and backwards, and this is how we're going to move that seat forwards and backwards and push. If you want to sit lower to the ground, you can push it down. If you want to sit higher, you can push it up. Also, on your driver's side door, you have your seat heater, and right here by your handle, your lock and unlock buttons. And then all of your windows are automatic, and this is a child lock for the windows in the back. Down right here underneath your handles, this is your trunk opener, so you can pull back to open your trunk. Okay guys, so you've got your parking brake right here. You can pull it to release it, push it to activate it, but it automatically activates and releases itself, so you really don't have to worry about it. Then you have your auto headlights. You never have to worry about turning those on or off. And then this little roller ball down here is going to adjust the brightness levels of your dash screens, which will really only adjust whenever it's dark outside. And then you have this button here is for your fog lights. Whenever it's foggy outside, you just want to make sure and press those. Okay guys, and I would suggest having your windshield wipers on sensitive. This means that as soon as water hits your windshield, they're going to automatically start wiping. Your windshield is also pressure sensitive, so you never have to worry about turning them on, off, or adjusting their speed. They'll do all that for you. Then this button on the very end, that's your windshield wiper cleaning fluid. On the left side of your steering wheel, you have this little touchpad. Now this touchpad controls the screen that is right in front of you. You can swipe up or down, and that's going to control the very middle. Now normally people like to see their miles per hour right here in the middle. And then you can swipe over here to the left and change what you're seeing over here. Multiple different options. And then you can swipe over to the right, and you can see that it's highlighted, and see different options over here. Press the home button right here, and it's going to bring you to basically all the same options that you have in your home screen. Now this is created so that you don't have to avert your eyes while driving. Then you also have your back button, so if you just want to go back to what you previously were in, you can do that as well. And then your cruise control. This is a new thing for the 2020s and 2021s, is that you have your cruise control here. This is how you're going to turn it on. And when I turn it on, you're going to see this little gray cruise control symbol up here that turns on, and this is how you set it by pushing up towards the plus, and then of course your resume and cancel. Let's set up our profile. As the new driver of this GLA 2021, I'll just click on this profiles up here, and I'm going to click create profile. I like this one, and then I'm going to say, put my name in here. I'm going to keep my current settings. You can decide whether you'd like the vehicle to make suggestions to you while you're getting used to this new Mercedes-Benz. You can always have your auto seat adjustment on, so make sure that's orange whenever you're setting up your profile. That's going to enable your easy entry, exit, and save your seat settings to your specific personalized profile. And then we want to connect our device under our profile. That means that we will be the main user. So I'm going to come over here and connect phone. It's going to start searching, and I'm just in the Bluetooth screen. There I am. Pair, and allow those contacts to sync in so I know who's calling me whenever they call. And then I'm going to press finish. Get a nice little welcome here. you can see my profile up here in the left. It says my name there. My phone is now primary Bluetooth connection. So every time I get in the car, click on my profile, I'm automatically Bluetooth connected for phone and media. So if I want to stream music, YouTube, Pandora, Spotify, anything, as soon as I go into media from here on out, it is automatically Bluetooth connected to my device, and I don't have to worry about reconnecting my device or choosing a device. That's the great thing about profiles. Now I'm going to press back on my home screen and come back over here to radio. Now, guys, there are some presets that sometimes people accidentally put presets in whenever they're test driving, but this is what we're going to do. We're just going to press and hold on this because I don't want that in my profile. And I can choose to delete or move or replace radio station, but I'm just going to delete these for now. Say I like this here, and I want 97.1, and then I'm going to assign this preset to my #1 preset. If I wanted to switch from FM to AM, I would just tap over here on AM, and I can add AM, FM, and all that underneath all my presets, and then just use this arrow over here. There's 20 presets you can save in, guys. Now I'm going to come back to my home screen. Media. Now, although it automatically Bluetooth connects to my phone, there is the USB option. Now there's multiple USB ports in this vehicle. There's one right here. You've got one in, and then two in your glove box right here. So say you're in your profile and you have friends in the car with you, and they want you to pair their phone so they can show you a song. You just press on these double phones right here, connect a new device, and you can just have them solely highlighted for only music. So the orange means that it's highlighted. You can pause it right here, play it again, and you can press this right here, and it's going to tell you what your current track list is. You can go into My Music, and you can choose between artists, albums, songs, genres, everything that's in. Now this is pulling from my Apple Music, but if I was in Spotify or Pandora, it would do the same thing. Playlists. Now guys, we're moving on to the Lotus Flower. Now, I'm just gonna click on that. You have seat kinetics. I can press play on that. That's gonna slightly adjust my seat every 5 to 10 seconds to increase blood circulation and keep me awake during long road trips. Then, ambient lighting. This is the fun stuff, you guys. So I'm gonna come over here to brightness. First things first, I wanna make sure everything's at 100%. You can enable brightness zones, and what that does is if you want the front to be brighter than the back, you can, make the vents more intense. You can accent more. But really, we want everything on 100%. So brightness zones off, color. I have the multicolor off right now, which means I have 64 different colors on this wheel that I can choose from. And normally I go with this dark blue, or I turn my ambient light color, multicolor animation on, and go to Red Moon. Moving on to vehicle info. Now when I tap on this, I can actually make this bigger, right there. And you see this little degree sign here. I can turn my wheel, and it's gonna tell me what degree my wheel is turned at. And if I was driving right now, it would tell me what percentage of my acceleration I'm using and what percentage of brakes. Also, engine data. I like to drive, whenever I drive AMGs, I usually drive in this screen because it tells me how many horsepower I'm using and how many pounds-foot torque I'm using. And then consumption is going to show you a graph of how you're consuming your miles per gallon. And then this here is a digital operator's manual. Then guys, we have the Mercedes Me and apps. So we can press on this, and of course we have our Me app, which at your dealer, don't forget to have the product concierge pair you to the Mercedes Me Connect app so that you have that remote start stop, vehicle locator, lock and unlock from anywhere in the world, all from an app on your phone. And also this right here, smartphone, this is for the Apple CarPlay Android Auto feature. So when you plug into this USB port, it's going to automatically change the display of your screen to mirror your iPhone. I have actually a whole video on it already. I'll leave the link in the description below. And then you have your browser, which is here. This is basically going to be like a computer where you can Google different things if you like. Then you have your vehicle settings here. Now you usually start with quick access. ESP, that's your traction control. That's going to take all those horses away from you in case it ever catches you slipping. Then you have your parking sensors. You can turn those parking sensors off. Now, why would we ever want to turn off our parking sensors? Say you're going through a drive-thru or even a car wash and you know what you're doing, but the vehicle's going beeping at you, you can turn those parking sensors off. Then you can move over to the assistance tab. You have camera and parking. Your backup camera is going to automatically activate whenever you put the vehicle into reverse. Then you have your active brake assist. So if the vehicle thinks you're going to rear end the car in front of you, it's going to actively start braking for you. You'll hear 3 beeps, and by the 3rd beep, if you haven't braked, it will. Then you have your attention assist. So over the next few weeks, this vehicle is going to be recording your driving habits. So say one day maybe you're distracted and you're overcorrecting more than usual. It'll send you this coffee cup on your command screen and say, hey, you're not being yourself. Maybe you should pull over and take a break. Then you have your blind spot assist, which are the triangles in your side view mirrors. If someone is in your blind spot, it's going to highlight red. If you put your blinker on to go in that lane anyway, it's going to start beeping at you, and all of your ambient light on that side of the vehicle is going to start flashing red. Moving on to the vehicle tab, we have our dynamic select. Now we've already kind of showed how to change our dynamic select by our touchpad. The Eco, which saves you the most on gas. Comfort, smoothest, most comfortable ride for you. Sport's going to make that gas pedal more sensitive, steering column stiffer, suspension stiffer, and then individual configuration. Now, comfort's up by default, but when I drive an AMG, I do like to have my individual configuration on because I want my suspension to stay in comfort mode and I want my engine to be in Sport Plus. Then you have your automatic seat adjustment. So remember, in our profile settings, we made sure we kept that on. That meant that we saved our seat settings and side view mirrors into our profile. But now we want to enable easy entry exit, which makes it so when we turn the vehicle off and open our driver door, our seat's going to automatically roll back to make more room for us to get in and out of the vehicle. Acoustic lock. This is to decide whether you'd like your vehicle to beep as you lock it when you're walking away from it. Then you have your automatic door lock. So whenever you get over a speed of 10 miles per hour, those doors are going to automatically lock. And then you have your automatic mirror folding. Of course, we want that on as well. That just means anytime you're walking away, you lock your vehicle, those mirrors automatically fold in. And when you unlock, they'll fold back out. Okay, and moving on to the light tab. Exterior lighting delay. So after you turn the vehicle off, how long would you like those exterior lights to stay on after you've exited the vehicle? Normally I suggest 15 seconds. Anything longer than that usually makes people feel like they didn't shut off their electronics. Interior lighting delay will also be on for 15 seconds. And your daytime running lights, those beautiful LED strips, of course we want to keep those activated. And then locator lighting, I would suggest keeping activated as well. This just means anytime you hit that unlock button, all of those exterior lights are going to come on so you know exactly where your vehicle is located. Now moving on to the systems tabs, designs and display. So when I go in here, I click on designs. Currently I'm in progressive, but I can change it over to sports mode. And I can see all the colors on my screen change. This also saves into my profile. So if my profile is sports mode and another driver of this vehicle set up their profile and their profile is classic mode, it will automatically change those whenever we switch in between profiles. I like progressive. You can also have your ambient lighting adjust to whatever your design is that you choose, progressive, sport, or classic. Then controls. You want this medium, good. I don't suggest having touchpad tap activated only because it's extremely sensitive, and when you're getting used to the vehicle, it can be a little bit too sensitive, and sometimes people accidentally hit different things because of the sensitivity. So I would suggest getting a little bit more familiar with the vehicle before activating. Right underneath your start engine, you have this little A with the arrow circle. Up here we have all of our interior light settings. Right here we have our map lights. These are specially designed to not cause a reflection on your windshield while you're driving. This one in the middle is going to turn on these ones right here and off again. This will turn on all the lights in the back of the vehicle. And when this little red light is on, that means your interior lights are on manual mode. So unless you press a button, none of your interior lights are gonna come on at all. But if that red light is off, that means your interior lights are now on auto. So every time a car door is opened, interior lights will automatically come on. And if you close it, they shut off. In order to activate that Apple CarPlay, you have to plug into this USB-C port right here. And guys, if you don't have a USB-C cord like this, you can actually get an adapter. How cool is that, you guys? And if I wanted to, I can go back to the regular Mercedes screen and just be right here. And then anytime I want to go back to Apple CarPlay, it's always up here right next to my profile name. Just click right back on there. There we go. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in for another one of my videos. Make sure to like, share, and leave a comment below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!